In the top stories, Operation Legal Streets yields positive results. Prime Minister Harris outlines advancements in healthcare at a meeting in the BVI. And KP Electronics donates metal detectors to the Ministry of Education. The details on these stories and more after the break. Good evening and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Carla Berridge. The Immigration Department, supported by officers of the Special Services Unit and the Anti-Drug Unit, conducted a combined immigration compliance operation dubbed Operation Legal Stay on Saturday night in the Newtown area. According to a press release from the Public Relations arm of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, the objective of the operation was to identify and engage known persons who have overstayed their granted time upon arrival and persons who may have entered the Federation illegally. Both categories of persons would be in violation of the immigration laws of St. Kitts and Nevis. The press release further revealed that approximately 100 persons were interviewed during the operation, and over 60 of those persons were allowed to leave after being able to provide documents to prove their legal status in St. Kitts and Nevis. The others, including some who were unable to contact persons who could bring their documents to the police, were detained pending further investigation as to their residency status. According to Inspector Jacqueline Brown, the head of the Immigration Department, quote, "This operation, Operation Legal Stay, was one of the many ways the department ensures compliance. Visits to job sites and other such engagements are routinely done. The operation was more blanketed approach and it yielded results," end quote. Chief Immigration Officer and Commissioner of Police, Mr. Ian Creeley, said, quote, "We hope that persons who visit will respect our laws, and if they would like to extend their visit, they do so legally," end quote. Prime Minister Dr. The Honorable Timothy Harris participated in a town hall meeting with nationals of St. Kitts and Nevis held in the British Virgin Islands on Saturday. In addressing the gathering, Prime Minister Harris outlined some advancements made in the healthcare sector.
If you needed an MRI, you had to go to Antigua, Puerto Rico, USA. We say enough of that. And we entered into an agreement with a private partner who had long been in the medical field. And today in St. Kitts, every Kittitian and Nevisian who wants an MRI service done can have that done, and that is now being done in St. Kitts at the St. Kitts Biomedical Facilities.
Prime Minister Harris also spoke of the strides taken in the area of cancer care.
We are concerned that the cancer problem is becoming rampant in the Caribbean region. What have we done? In the short term that we have there, we have built a cancer center at the Joseph Infants Hospital, soon to be open, to deal with the pain and agony and trauma of having within our midst so many persons suffering from a silent killer called cancer.
According to the Prime Minister, a facility catering to the mentally ill will also be made available.
We have invested $1 million to build a mental daycare center so that we can take up those people who will be going around town, not knowing what they're doing. Maybe sometime they well know, but they can't control themselves. And we put them in a safe spot where they could be cared for and looked after in the daytime.
The town hall meeting was held at the Althea Scatliff Primary School in Road Town, Tortola. The Prime Minister was accompanied by Duncan Watley, Director of the Department of People's Empowerment in the Office of the Prime Minister, and Ms. Myrtilla Williams, who works in the department, as well as Ms. Valencia Grant, Press Secretary to the Prime Minister. The owner of a local security and electronics firm, KP Electronics, Mr. Kenrick Evelyn, has exhibited his civic responsibility with a recent donation of a handheld metal detector scanners to the Ministry of Education. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Mr. William Hodge, described the donation as timely.
Ministry of Education is discussing and reviewing school safety, and so this donation is right on point. It's very timely. We want to make sure that when our teachers and when our students come to school on a daily basis, that they feel safe and in a very comfortable and secured working environment.
The Permanent Secretary also revealed that the donation of security scanners would go a long way towards the realization of child-friendly schools in the Federation. He further appealed to other private sector organizations to come forward to support the work of the Ministry of Education. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Youth and Sports, Mr. Stanley Knight, who chaired the handing over ceremony, said Mr. Evelyn is setting a great example to others in the private sector, as his company has only been in operation for 4 years and has made this significant contribution. After the break, 7th Annual Latin Festival's Latin Fiesta deemed a success, and seniors recognized at the Antioch Baptist Church. Stay with us. The 7th Annual Latin Festival came to an end on Sunday with Latin Fiesta Cuba edition. Here's more.
Held at the Latin Festival Village on Port Zante, the Latin Fiesta saw many Kititians and members of the Latin community gathering in their numbers to celebrate the multicultural festivity. Chairman of Latin Festival, Jose Rosa, spoke with ZIZ while backstage at the Latin Fiesta.
Tonight was the end of the whole week of activities of the Latin Festival. Tonight has been great, the turnout. Many local people supporting us. That is great, you know. Most of the people there, they are from San Kitts and Nevis, and this is what we want. We want to integrate those Latin American cultures, Caribbean cultures, Spanish speaking with San Kitts and Nevis.
Rosa went on to thank the many contributors for their sponsorship and support of the festival.
Feeling great. I'm feeling great for the quantity of people that came here today, and also for the support I have this week for the whole week of activities that began on Monday and finished today with a big Latin Fiesta. Latin Festival is the 7th, and we're ready for the 8th next year. Thank you for supporting us, the sponsor, the media, the government, and the people of San Kitts and Nevis.
The well-attended Latin Fiesta featured performances by well-known Latin artists such as the musical female group Ana Caona and a Puerto Rican-based Batuquialo. A musical performance was also provided by DJ Red Noise, also out of Puerto Rico. Trinidadian soca artist Ola Tunji snatched the crowd's attention while performing his hit song Ola. Ola Tunji took a moment before hitting the stage to speak with ZIZ about performing in St. Kitts for the first time.
It's a privilege for being a part of this festival. Always heard about the festival. It's a big thing, and I'm glad I'm here.
Ahead of the fiesta on Sunday, major activities for the overall festival included a Cuban movie night at Caribbean Cinemas, a Latin art gallery, as well as a Cuban art and fashion show. The Latin Fiesta was hosted by Alexandra Velasquez and Wayne Phillip, commonly known as Pizza Man. Latin Festival promotes multicultural linkages between St. Kitts Nevis and Latin American countries. The 7th Annual Latin Festival began on October 17th and ended on October 23rd. Reporting for ZIZ News, I am Shaira Flanders.
The Antioch Baptist Church joined in the recognition of older persons with a service dubbed Senior Saints Sunday. More in this report. The first Senior Saints Sunday, hosted by the Antioch Baptist Church, was well attended as older persons from across the Federation worshipped at the church on Sunday. Pastor at the church, Lincoln Connor, said seniors have played an important role in building the country and more has to be done to show appreciation. He said it is important to celebrate the achievements of older persons.
What an exciting and enthusiastic Senior Saints Sunday it was. We were able to minister to seniors from the length and breadth of our country. And as you recognize, they were quite enthused and involved. Senior Saints Sunday is a concept that we at the Antioch Baptist Church are seeking to institute to celebrate. And I say celebrate because our seniors who have accomplished that milestone in their life, it is exciting, and so it's something to celebrate.
Deputy Director at the Department of Social Services, Ann Wrigley, who is an advocate for older persons, encouraged the gathering to take a stand against ageism.
Those of you who have not taken a stand against ageism to start today. Take a stand against ageism. That means we must look after our seniors, respect them, no matter who they are, how they look. We must take a stand because we might not or may not reach where they are.
Older persons over 65, as well as caretakers who attended the service, were presented with care packages. It was revealed by Pastor Connor that the Antioch Baptist Church intends to recognize older persons annually